These are the 5 best items that you must take on your next cruise trip in your personal bag. I'm not talking about just on a cruise ship, but really any trip at all. Because these items are going to be very cross-functional and they're not things like magnetic hooks that you're going to just use on a cruise ship. Here is what they are. The first item is going to be your packing cube. Now, you might be thinking, why do I need a packing cube if I'm just going to be having a backpack or something like that? Well, the thing is, you should always have like a change of clothes in case your luggage gets delayed or the cruise ship might lose it temporarily until the following day or after dinner. And that way you have a change of clothes and maybe your medications and things of that nature. So packing cubes, even when we're cruising with a normal thing, we're gonna have at least a change of clothes in the packing cube in that backpack. The second item that you're going to want to use that is for any trip and not just cruise ships is going to be a good charger. Now, you might be thinking like, hey, I like this charger here. I got this from Five Below for like $5 or $6, right? It's got USB-C, USB-A, and a good one AC outlet, so it is legal on a Royal Caribbean cruise now. The thing with this is, this outlet here, it doesn't work. I didn't realize that until after I was on a cruise ship. So if you're gonna get something from like Five Below, make sure you test it. Also, this isn't gonna be fast charging. Neither are the old school Apple blocks. Now technically this isn't an Apple block, but the old school Apple blocks are 5 watts. You want a good fast charging. I've got 2 of these here. These are 30 watt charging things. Now the old school Apple ones are 5 watts, you do the math. They charge a lot quicker, like maybe 6 times as quick. Okay, not quite 6 times as quick, but you get my point. And in all reality, this is all you really need, even with a cruise ship with limited outlets. When we went to Europe last year, Mrs. Tips and I just had this one charger and one additional one that we plugged into the phone, but we used this for 3 iPhones, 2 Apple Watches, and a Apple iPad. And because it's such fast charging, it doesn't need to stay on that charger that long. So I'll have links for all these items. There are some are affiliate links for Amazon and other places. But get a good charger. And then, of course, I got different lengths cables that go in this. If you want to take it up a notch or have something so you don't have to carry a thing for your Apple Watch charger, is you might want like a 3-in-1. So this here is a 3-in-1 charger. I can do my watch here. I can do my magnetic phone here, Samsung, doesn't matter, whatever. And then I can do my Apple AirPods here. And everything is magnetic, so it's just gonna stick. Now, the one cord that they gave us is this bigger block. I did use this on my last trip here, but I'm actually gonna stop using this big block probably and just use one of these smaller blocks just because it takes up less space. But sometimes what I like to do is I like to have this small block in the outside pocket, so that way if I'm at the airport and need to charge, I can easily just take that out, charge it on the airplane, or charge it at the airport. Now, if you are flying, you are definitely going to want noise canceling headphones. So some of my favorite are going to be Bose noise canceling headphones. I'm not allowed to use these though if we got the kids along, because I have to be a responsible dad and help with the kids a little bit. So Mrs. Tips and the 2 kids, they sit in one row with the 3 of them next to each other, and then I'm sitting in the aisle right across, so I can't use these. So when I'm traveling with the kids, I just bring my noise canceling AirPods. And part of the reason why I like them is I can have transparency mode on, and I also use them at night to listen to podcasts and block out any noise on the cruise ship. So having a set of AirPods or noise canceling ones that go in your ear, great to have. Otherwise, you can of course use earplugs, but I love that. Don't forget about the best water bottle that you need. Okay, if you're going to be traveling either for work, personal, and or a cruise ship, you want a good water bottle. My favorite water bottles are ice shakers. I have just a few Ice Shaker water bottles. The one that I usually travel with is going to be Big Red or Big Blue. It's a 36 ounce cup here. I have the original one. And then I have other ones as well. Cool thing about this is there's a basket here. I don't use it usually, but you can put fruit in there and use it as a diffuser. You've got lines on the inside so you can see how much water you're drinking. And I even got big ones. They come in all different shapes and sizes. If you're smart like my wife, or you don't drink quite as much water as I do, you can get the skinny one. What's great about the skinny one is going to be, it fits not only in a little side pocket here, not like this, the big red, I have to use a carabiner, but it fits in here, but it also fits on the door cup holders when you're traveling. So I really like the skinny one as well. And last but not least, well, that was technically 5, but a bonus one is going, which I don't use every single time, or I forget often, is going to be the wireless magnetic charging on the back of your phone. That's nice to have because if you don't have access to an outlet and you're maybe in a big gymnasium or something, and you just have a wireless outlet and you can charge your phone easily that way as well. So that's just a bonus tip. Which one am I missing that you like to have in your personal bag when you're traveling, either for a cruise ship or just traveling in general? Of course, it's got to be good for both. My name's Brian, Tips for Cruisers. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you over in the next video right here.